This is a Woodlawn-bound 4 express train. The next stop is Parkway.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. You are rocking with the On the Four podcast. It is your favorite uncle, Uncle Val, and joining me as usual.
That's why he didn't want to do the topic.
Sweet tea. Sweet tea.
Tree. And Tasha.
Welcome back, ladies. It is
Welcome back. Welcome back.
the On the Four podcast.
Back.
So what are we talking about this week, y'all?
I mean, can we pause for a second before you start? I just want to say that I am highly disgusted that we went from summer to winter and then summer to winter and now we in the goddamn winter. Now we can go. Because you don't know if it's going to be hot, cold, hot, cold. This is in New York. Hot, cold, hot, cold. Somebody going to be sick. But take it away, Tasha.
And somebody's swimming in the on the highway because the rain was crazy today. But yeah, God forbid. Sorry. But we're talking about love as usual. Question for you guys.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Gotta be honest. You gotta be honest. Have you ever told someone you love them before they told you?
I'm too much of a thug. Absolutely not. Now I might think it in my head, but I'm definitely not gonna be the first person to say. I'm sorry. Maybe I need to grow up one day, but until then, it's thug life, baby.
I believe I have. Yeah. I have. I told my mama before she told me.
No. No.
That's
We
another
not talk about
episode.
your mama.
Yes. Yes.
No, I did.
I can't recall.
That means you
I
did.
can't recall. No, not necessarily. I can't recall because I know during motherhood, I've told my children I love them, but I can't recall. Yeah, I might got to get back to me on that. I cannot recall. I can't recall.
I feel the same way. I feel like I'm pretty sure I did. But I can't say for 100%. But I think I did, yes. Once.
You
But
don't
I feel
know
like it
for
was so
sure.
close behind whatever happened. Huh?
You don't know
My
for
phone
sure.
freezing. What did you say?
You don't know for sure. You think you did, but you know it was only one
I
time.
don't know for sure, but I feel like because I'm thinking about one person. So I know for sure that it might have happened. I'm not gonna say it didn't happen. Um, but I gotta check in with that person and see who did it first. I forget. But it's very possible. I'm not gonna say that it's not possible because that didn't happen.
Find it out and then get back to us.
I will. I shall.
Okay,
I
so we
know
got
I've had a
some
lot
lovers.
of arguments about saying, you don't love me, motherfucker. I know I've had those conversations, but I don't know if I said, I've loved you first. I don't know. Just saying.
Okay. So double up question before we get to the topic. What's the I'm trying to get a word. Why is it bad to do it? Thugga.
Why is it
Thug is
bad when you say
reconnecting.
it first?
Mine's is me too. Because it is it's a thing about that. So it's not just you. I'm just asking.
I'm not saying it's bad, but the type of person I am, I feel like I'm very protective. So if I say it to you and you don't feel it or you don't say it back, it's a problem. Yeah. It's just a thing with me. I get it a lot that you be so tough, like
It-
really
Yeah.
soft, but you be so tough.
Now, if we talking about you talking about why wouldn't it be okay to say it first? I think I'm going to use myself because your favorite Uncle Val is a lot older than me. Um,
You a lie.
but we're older than you two here, and I think at some point in our growing up that word was not utilized a lot in our kind of African American homes. I think people assume that, oh, I love you. Why do I have to say it?
mm,
Um, I think that might have been a reason why the word wasn't used a lot. Just because, it's like, well, I have to say it, you know it. I provide, I cook, I clean, I work, I pay the bills, you know, things like that. I know me growing up and where I grew up at, the word was rarely used.
mm,
Um, I did not see my mom and dad use the word a lot, but I guess I assume because they were together for some time and they went through things and they still remain together, that I assume that they loved each other and it was never a question of if you do or if you don't. I can also say that those words were not provided from my mom. I think my dad might have used the word later in my life, like "I love you." You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if it was a thing. I think the upbringing and the time of upbringing. I think it might. You guys growing up, maybe it was a thing where if you say it first, that means you a punk or whatever it
mm.
may be.
Can I just ask a question, and it's just for clarity for the discussion? Are we saying like Sweet Tea applied it overall, or we're talking about using that the first time with your partner or person you're dating or whatever?
I'm reconnecting. What's wrong with my internet?
Did y'all hear me?
Yeah, but I think Tasha posed the second part the the question that was asked. Like, am I correct, Tasha, when you was like, you know, w-
Tasha
why
looked
you
frozen.
why you wouldn't say it first? Was that it,
Tasha looked frozen.
Tree?
I don't know.
Tree?
What did you say, Tree?
No, I didn't hear what Tasha asked. I think mine's had disconnected, and when I came back, you guys was already talking about it, so I don't know for sure.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
Did you
There she
hear?
go.
Did you hear what I was asking?
So I heard you say, is it more so for romantic relationships versus, and
Yes.
then I cut out. So family.
In the general, like Sweet Tea was talking about, family or whatever.
So
Just for the
initially it was about the romantic side, but I do think that
okay.
Sweet Tea brought a very important point to it. So we can now generalize it and make it
Yeah,
more.
I just wanted, so that people understand when they listen to this or watch it, they'll understand, the where we're going with the topics.
But that was good that she did bring it up because my answer was like for romantic, like a partner or
Yeah.
significant other. It's easy for me to tell. I wouldn't even say easy, but I'll be able to tell my family and friends, that I love them before like a significant other. And touching on what my mother said, I honestly feel that trickled down to us. And I think our upbringing, not that she didn't love us. Of course, my mom loved and cared for us, but I don't think we got that affection, which is why it's kind of not so easy to say I love you. Even now, like my mom, when she come and she'll hug and kiss me, it feels weird. Not that I don't want my mom to hug me, but it just, I don't think that that's what we did often. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think, but it had the opposite effect on me. I think that it is very weird. I get weird if somebody hugs me or do something differently because I think like our parents, they showed us love. They didn't say it. Like, it wasn't like a I love you type of thing. But I think it's easier for me to say it in a romantic way versus saying it to my family, only because I feel like, again, I move in a way that you should know I love you. Whereas somebody that don't know me, I have to tell you I love you for you to know it. Versus like if I do something, somebody else can question like, well, you ain't say you love me, but you doing this. And I'm like, my sister would have, she know that's love, what I just did for her, but you probably won't get the same thing because you don't know me in that way. But I do think growing up, I don't know, we didn't have affection at all. It was no affection in the home. So, but my mother do it now too, though. Tree, like my mother is like more so she be grabbing me. I'm like, what you,
I'm like, okay,
And I and I and I th- and I think
okay.
what
and I
you
and
doing?
I think what's based from what Sweet Tea was talking about how we grew up and everything, and because of my wife, we kind of made it a priority to let my son know, that
Mm,
we tell him all the time, that we love him and stuff. And he has a thing that, he'll say, I love you. And if we say, love you too, you need to say, I love
I
you
love you
too,
too. Mm-hmm.
whatever. So he'll let us know that. But, but like I said, because of her, we made it a point of emphasis to always let him know that that we love him, he's loved and everything. And it was reflected in him growing up, especially in school when we had a teacher tell us that they could tell he was loved.
Yeah.
And not to get it misconstrued, and I ain't saying that my mom didn't love me. Like it just
No, no,
was,
no.
Shown.
yeah, right. It was like, yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes people, a lot of times, people want to hear it, not just be shown in actions or whatever, but they need that verbal validation. They want to hear it. You know,
I mean, that's good if that's good if you were raised or grew up in that setting. I didn't grow up in that setting. With the things that what I tried to implement with my children versus with my mom, I found myself being the same. Like our mom would buy things and and let like I did this, and I guess to her that was a form of showing that she loved you. With me, I made sure that my kid, I did what I could to work to bust my ass to make sure that my kids never wanted for anything, and that was just a duplication of my mom. The part that I feel that I fell short as is I didn't say I love you a lot. I showed them the love, but I didn't say it a lot, and that's because I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I seen that was a change that needed to be happening, my kids were big, and that's why it's weird, And I find myself like, now they're on their own. They can do what they want to do. What's left for me to do is say, "I love you." Do things for them, even still that they're adults. That to sh- to show. Because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to showing you more than telling you. So now I make the attempt to do both. So, and I get it. Uh, Tony might have grew up in a household where that was stated. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And in our household, that wasn't.
and honestly, she wasn't though.
Well, I don't
She
know.
was,
I'm.
yeah, she wasn't. And not that they didn't love her, but like us, it wasn't thrown around like that or whatever. And she just, we had a conversation years ago, and we just said that, because of what we felt we didn't get, we wanted to
Hmm.
make sure our child got, you know.
It just speaks to how you can have the same struggles. You can live in the same household. You can have the same things happen to you, but your perspective on how you take it and how you move in the world is different. So that was good.
Just, I mean, Tree talk about thug. Sweet Tea is the original gangster.
Ah, she's soft now. She's soft.
I
Ain't
mean,
nothing soft about Sweet Tea.
I mean, I think that's why I can't recall. I recall being in some relationships where I loved my partner, but I can't recall if I ever said it first. I mean, I'm just wasn't that person. Again, that wasn't what I grew up with. It was like, oh, my boyfriend, your girlfriend, we just toodaloo la la la. I can't recall. I
She was
can't.
like, whoop de doo.
Whoop.
Right. I
But I think
can't.
I'm more like how Tasha said. I'm the type of person that I feel like I show you. Like I don't have to tell it to you because I'm showing you that
Mhm.
I love you. And like she has said, sometimes that don't rock with some people. Some people cool, like yeah, she ain't got to say it, but she care, or she love.
Mhm.
Other people, they want to hear it.
Yeah.
Just don't
Yep.
hold your breath with me. Even when I do it, if I do say it back, it'll be cringy. Like I love you too, real
Yeah, it's
quick. Like
probably
I
it's
just
been on.
just get it
Now I
out
said
there.
I say it. I didn't say I wasn't cringing, but I say I'll say it.
But
Or I'll
but
but
text it.
and
I
but
can
and
text
but
it in
she
order
but
that
she
I can
she ain't
say
got
it.
no problem telling on you though.
Yo.
Here we go.
but I
No.
also
And
I
you can
this
can't
is
pay her
say any
why.
off. You can
different.
pay her off, and she's still gonna tell.
But this is why it was good to mention about love in different forms. You know, Tree may not tell her partner I love you that easy or ever, but she's her son, she pours that love and says I love you, and things like that. So that's why I said I know my kids will lose I love you, to my kids. But it wasn't the norm. It wasn't the norm. It wasn't something that I normally did, and I again, would I want to change it? No, because I think who I am and what I showed my kids make them who they are today. And I've raised some wonderful children. So, I think to go back to say that I should have changed, no, because I didn't know that. I wouldn't, it would be fake to me to be able to say I go back and I want to change it to just to say more in that I love you and I love you, my mommy. No, I did that when they were little. It's no, no, absolutely not. But
Can I have a point of correction? You raised four wonderful.
no,
How many she
You,
said?
she said she raised wonderful kids. I'm correcting, and I said she raised four wonderful.
Oh, oh, yeah.
ooh, ooh,
Even with me, I tell my Uncle
ooh.
Tasha was like, "Is she gonna catch on?"
and this is why I don't love people because my own family don't even love me.
She said, "Oh."
She
Uh,
has so many. I forgot how many. I forgot how many of us there. I don't even blame. It wasn't even my mother. It's the whole family. They don't care about me. They ain't never loved me. I've been tortured my whole life.
she had to sleep with her grandparents till she was 22.
I didn't
She
have
had to.
to.
She chose to.
I
Oh,
didn't
she
have
chose to.
to.
Did she choose to?
I just
She
wanted to make sure
chose
that
to.
they was all right. They was older. But
They
my,
didn't
you had
want you.
said
Well,
like
one
I
of
be
them.
saying I love you to Kaden. I do. Of course, I love my kid, but I feel like I say it he because of him. Like he's that
Okay.
kid that be like I love you. So it makes me even sometimes he'll come down and just come lay up on me. And at first I'd be like, I'm like, okay, it's Kaden. Like I still have that kind of, but he brings it out
Mm-hmm.
of me.
That's good.
Yep. I know what you're saying because sometimes my big old child to come and lay on me, and I'd be like, "Boy, get up! I can't breathe." No, you're gonna love me.
I
I'm like,
have a question. Can you tell someone that you love no?
every day, twice on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah, you
spice it, to make it more, to be able to integrate different stuff in it. Can you tell somebody who you love no that may not love you? the same.
Hell yeah, that make it easier.
Right. That does make it easier.
Yeah,
So I'm
especially
a
if you are aware that they don't love you like you love them.
so I'm gonna go on the other side. I love you so much that I'm gonna do whatever I can do to make you love me. I'm blind to the fact that even though I know that you don't love me or show me the love that I show you, but I want it so bad from you that I'll do anything. It's never no.
That means your self esteem is very very low.
Could be.
But I love them. I love them.
People say, and I'm a big lover girl. No, but I do know people who are like that. People very close to me who are like that, that they know it. They know that the person is not giving them or loving them in the same way. And they will give because they think that the person's going to wind up loving them
Eventually loving them.
eventually. Yeah. So it is a possibility.
So if they eventually are going to love me how I want, why would I tell them no?
But the thing is it really them loving you like you want, or they loving you for the things that you're doing for them, not telling them no, the things you buying them? I don't want that kind of love. I don't care what it is. I don't want that love. Love me for me and not the things I'm forcing on you to make you love me. That
And
no.
but you know what?
Absolutely.
But this with this question, we can also take it back to what Sweet Tea had mentioned earlier. They're loving you the only way they know how.
By force?
You know? Oh,
No, I never said that they was forcing me.
yeah.
What I said was that because I love them so much, I'm I can't. It's impossible for me to tell them no because I want them to get to love me how I love them. But they not
And
force
what
me. Tasha, come to me. I love you so much, Tasha. You come to me and you say, Miss Tanya, can I move in with you because my rent is too high? Come on, girl. You my seventh daughter. Now, prior to that, I may have said, Tasha, take me to the grocery store. You like, nah, I can't do that. I'm too busy. But you in your house watching TV. And I know you in your house watching TV because I videoed you asking you to take me to the store, and I know you in your house
yo
watching TV.
damn.
You
Yeah.
couldn't just call her and ask? Like
break it
but
all privacy
but
issues.
because
Big brother.
because I love her like my child, I'm not gonna turn her away.
Hmm.
So I think to be able to put those pieces together, it is like I said, it's your upbringing. It's how people show you love. It's the love that you give out. I don't always necessarily think that I use the word use you, but I don't always necessarily think that it's a using thing. What I think is that people fall in love in different phases and stages. So because I love you so bad that it hurts, it doesn't mean that you're on that level yet. Doesn't mean
what?
that you're there yet.
Okay,
That
I
would
I changed my answer. I changed my answer on that one because you changed the that scenario.
Parameters.
So it's
Yes,
situational, right?
I. It's situational. Yeah,
Very
I
much
will
so.
say family wise, especially something like that. I have. Yes, it's hard for me to say no to certain family members, even though they don't show me the same type of love that I feel like I give out. So yes, that I'll take it. I'll change it on that situation.
tree.
You might have to circle back on me. I think I'm still trying to understand it.
I'm gonna add, just to go back to what you was talking about earlier about you loving them so much and them waiting for them to eventually love you that way. And what I was trying to say, taking it back to what we was talking about earlier, maybe because of, not that they're using you, but maybe because of their upbringing and everything, the way that they love you is all that they know how to love somebody because of the way they were raised. You know what I'm saying? That they don't know how to match your love level.
Mm.
But if you add in the piece about they're using you, knowing that they don't love you as much as you love them, knowing that knowing that you love them to infinity, they're just gonna see how much they can get out of you. Hell yeah, I can
But
say no to you.
but 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 wait a minute. On that note, because I love them so much and it's not being reciprocated how I want it to be, am I selfish by saying that they're using me? Or is that just my perception because I don't feel like they're showing me what I'm showing them? And like you said, it just could be that they never were shown how to love on that level. I'm saying this is because black relationships are always divided in different categories. Like, oh, you want this relationship because of what somebody can provide for you. You're in this relationship because it's fun. It's fun. You're in this relationship because it's it's easy. There's not a lot of back and forth. And then you're in this one because the love match, the energy matches. So
But
I
I
think
would just
that
say I don't think that's just tied to just black relationships.
well, I'm black, so I'm talking about
I know,
black
I
relationships.
understand, but I'm just saying that I think that's
Mhm.
just relationships in general across all nationalities.
Right. Because if I can be honest, my mom and dad were not were they were a ideal they were a black couple that was in an area where a lot of black families were married and was married until death did them part. But did they struggle? Of course they did. Um, were there ups and downs? Of course there were. But then as time went on, I'm noticing that a lot of relationships in our community are based off of different things. What you can do for me, what can I get out of it? Um, just comfortability. It's like these arranged marriages. Like what? And
I
I don't
mean,
and
I'm
I
all
think
for what
love
you can do
is
for me. Sorry, not in a negative way, but yeah, what can you do for me? I know what I can provide for myself, so what can you do for me? Like, what? It got to be something. I got to be able to do something for you, and it's the even exchange, in my opinion.
but love ain't enough.
Love should have brought your ass home last night.
What?
I mean, I'm just saying because I think that some people it's fine to be able to say what can you do for me, but I think sometimes we lose sight in what can we do for each other. What you know, this marriage is not a contract where you say, I can give you I can give you 5% of this. I can give you 10% of my time. I can give you 5%, 20% of financial support. I think we sometimes we still forget about the old fashioned way of things that we do. And the reason why I'm with you and I married you because I fell in love with you and I want to be with you. And it's not just because of it's fine because the kind of world and era that we live in today, a lot of the relationships are based off of that. But so you say, Tree, what can the person do for you? You're going to be with that person. You're willing to be with that person and marry that person because of what they can do for you, or is love a part of it?
But when I say what you can do for me, it's not like financial. That's what I'm saying. What you mean by love? Because I don't want somebody who just, oh, whenever I want something, you buy it for me. Whenever I tell you to do, you do it for me. I need
No,
more than that. Like stimulate my mind. I need to be able. I gotta be completely comfortable with you. Can talk to you if something go wrong. You like my first point of contact. That type of what can you do for me? I don't want nobody who's just always buying me stuff. Always, yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, that's good. People want that, but it's like it should be more than that. Like,
I can use that right about now.
Right. And that comes, all of those things that you're saying, the person has to love you to want to do that.
hmm
Not necessarily.
What?
Not necessarily.
they could be trying to get something from you. Let me buy these.
Exactly.
Let me buy these flowers. Let
They
me
they
take
might
out
they
eat
they could
so I can take her in the
yep,
bedroom.
they could have an
They sound
ulterior
like that
motive.
when
Yeah.
they do it.
That was really bad. I was like, dang, I don't
Come
know
here,
And
nobody.
then that,
girl. Come here,
and then
girl.
and
Can you mind your
and then
business?
after that, mhm. And then after that,
I'm
if
about to
it
say, you never told me
continues,
about him. You,
right, right. Who is that?
I don't know.
He
She
too
never
old
tell
for
me.
me,
I don't
baby.
know.
Hmm.
He too old for me.
I don't know. It's just food for thought. I don't think that I think that I appreciate my husband because of who where we are and who we are because we love each other. We've been through some stuff. We go through stuff every damn day. It's not when I say go through stuff, it's not always negative. It's just to have that kind of spot where I'm happy when he comes through the door because I'm concerned about him if he's okay. You don't care about a person like that if you don't love them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we have date night. We do things. I mean, we're finally at a place where we're almost empty nesters where we can focus on us. So, and I think that what I can say is that the love has gotten stronger now because we have more time to focus on each other. Now, not to say we didn't love each other before, but we had to parent, we had to work, we had to, we had to worry about other things. So now it's us. Now we can finally sit down and say, Dad, I really love you, baby.
They ain't got to worry about the squirrel no more.
Now the secret
But
squirrel.
I
Now,
mean,
come
even
on,
with that, you like,
that
oh,
never
back
gonna.
before we had to work. I mean, I could. So let me go back. Sorry. As far as if I can love someone and tell them no, yes, I can love someone and tell them no. My son, for instance,
Hmm.
I love my son, but if my son is doing something, he about to go rob a bank, like, Ma, help me rob this bank. No, right? Not going to. You mentioned
Right.
something like, oh, before we had to work. So if Brother Haram, like, babe, let's take off and just enjoy time with each other. But bills got to be paid, or you need to go to work for whatever reason. You gonna say yeah just because you love him, or no, babe, because I got
I,
to get
I
to
think
this.
I think
I think that
you
was
have
done. I
to.
said no.
I
We,
think you
we
have
said no.
to.
Oh, go ahead.
You have to be able to say no at some point in the relationship because it's just one, it establishes boundaries, and that helps with a healthy relationship. You know, you can't say yes to every single thing because sometimes it's not going to be in your best interest or the person's best interest. So you have to have those healthy boundaries and be able to say no. Like Tree said, if your son come to you talk about let's go rob a bank, hell no. Go sit your behind down someplace.
Oh, I got $25
You
in my
know,
to my name, and he like, can I get $20? I want to know. We got this $25. We're gonna have to make it stretch. No, like,
yeah.
so it's like, but
Yeah.
I still
And
love
there's
you.
nothing wrong with and there's nothing wrong with saying no. And I think people have to take that guilt away from it. You feel guilty saying no because you really love this person. You sometimes know it. No is the only answer.
As you love
So
him.
vice versa, real quick. Have anybody have ever been told no and felt a way about being told no from somebody they love?
Of course, you feel a type of way
They don't
in
love you
in
no more.
in that moment. Of course you feel. Of course you feel a type of way. Me a girl,
He
What?
back again.
I
He
need that
back.
person. I rebuke him. Get him out of here.
but of course it don't feel good to you in that moment when you're told no and whatever. you know, and you cussing under your breath, especially if it's your parents. You cussing under your breath and doing all this, but then eventually one or two things happen. You deal with it. You like, okay, they right, they couldn't afford it or this that or whatever. You just let it go. If it's something that you wanted and they said no, you can't get it, then you find a way to get it. You work whatever. Go ask grandma.
Mhm.
grandma gonna step in and say yes when your parents say no.
I be to the point where I be asking Caitlin to ask my mother for stuff for me. I just got to get there because she tell me no. She don't tell him no. Caitlin gonna ask my grandma, can you get me a crock pot? Can you buy me an air fryer? She gonna tell me no. But as far as the second
And
part,
see, of course,
I'm gonna have to be out of that one because I still don't get the second sweet tea's second piece about the loving someone so much that make them love them. I don't understand it to really answer it.
About to say just go.
I'm just I'm just making a statement because some people do it. Some people are.
and
Some
that's an
people are just
obsessive kind of love.
obsessive love that where it's like, they're not thinking from rationally. I guess that's the word. They're thinking like they're so head over heels in love that it's like I gotta do. It's like they blame themselves for this person not loving them how they love.
Mhm.
To where it becomes kind of stalker status. It becomes kind of like, I can't move on with my life because I'm so stuck on you. And this is why I said, could I be saying that they, in my mind, I'm saying they're using me because no matter what I do, I still don't see that they love me the way I love them. No, like we were saying, it could be their upbringing. To the degree where they are, they feel that that's love. I ain't never loved nobody like that. I ain't never gave nobody no money for no pink blonde wig, $220. I ain't never did that for nobody.
But how long do you allow that
They
to? I
think
So,
mean,
that
you
so
that's
why you bring that up?
so
Huh?
they would
Why
that
why you
wasn't their
bring that up?
upbringing. But how long do you allow that to last? Is that the whole relationship, or at some point do you like have a discussion about it, or
Well,
just we gonna settle
obviously,
for they wasn't raised like that?
Right.
the way it sounded like that person is so obsessed, it's gonna continue indefinitely. It's
that's just an example. I mean, I'm
no.
just
I'm
saying
saying, I
that.
said in that example that it just sounds like that person is just it's gonna be indefinite because they're so obsessed that they can't see rationally. They can't think rationally. You
I mean,
know.
And I
people
have
could
done
probably
some
say that about me.
irrational
I have
things
grown kids.
for people that I loved and cared about. I thought of something recently that I did, and then I was like, "Wait, why the hell I did that?" All right, no, let me take that back. Type. So I've done that. Might have made a decision real quick, oh, just because I care about the person, but then I'm like, "Wait, hold on." So it's possible, I guess. It's possible.
I mean, listen. My kids may think I'm weird because even though they grown, I still worry about when if they out. I'm worrying about somebody doing something to my grown adults. That's me. Like that, like wanting to ensure that they have everything they need, even though they have it. Like if you need it here, if I got it, you can have it. Like that could be considered like over obsessed love, but that's a mother's love for their
That's
children.
parenting.
Yeah,
That's
I just think
Right,
parent.
that's a mother
That's
love for
right.
parenting.
But
woman.
for me to be overly obsessed with a man, that ain't me. But
It
I'm
happens.
saying it's something that happened.
It's definitely
That
something that happened.
that's how we get all those episodes of Snap.
Mm.
That
You know,
too.
that's how we got how many seasons?
But let me tell y'all something. Y'all can tell me no. I love all of y'all. Cringing saying that. But I love all of y'all. Y'all can tell me no.
Dang.
But don't tell me no to this shot o'clock. So
No,
let's go.
hello. Hello, I'm
if
in here
you
burning up. Hello.
I think I
Hello.
chose
if
the
you love
selection where
me,
I could
you
love
take
someone
the
and I could tell them no. And
and
this is
say no.
a case where,
I'm sorry, guys. I don't got nothing this time but juice.
all right,
It's
let me
okay.
switch.
Sorry.
Now I'm going to switch. I love you so much, Natasha. I'm gonna drink the whole bottle.
Yo.
I don't want that love. That's obsessive love she was talking about. Do not want that
On
love.
the next episode of Snap.
Not at all.
Right.
Ooh, y'all, this
Wait,
here,
let me get
something happened to me. Y'all blame.
my new glasses. I got some free glasses
What
from
is that?
the store.
What
So
is
look,
that?
well, I don't know if I can show. Oh, her
You
trees.
can't.
Oh, tell her
You
what yours
can't.
is. Oh, yeah, I can't.
Oh, that's right.
That could be a trivia though. A real drinker would know what's the brand, what's the logo, and then figure it out.
What category does it go into? What category does it fit it?
Tequila.
Oh, tequila.
Tequila. All right.
Right. Shot o'clock, y'all. I done drank all my juice,
Drink
y'all.
Uncle Val.
Oh, we
He
went.
pouring something over there. Mm-hmm.
Whenever the person lean over to get a drink, ain't nothing good in that bottle. When they lean over like that, ain't nothing good.
No,
He
I'm
pouring out a brown paper bag. It's a brown paper bag. He's not trying to
It
show.
might be some bootleg.
no. I was fixed. I had no my watch and the charger dropped. I was picking that up and putting it back on the charger. I don't have anything. I have a
Not we waited this
Dr
whole.
Pepper Zero.
We thinking he reaching
shot,
for
shot,
the.
shot, 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 shot,
Right,
shot, shot,
cheers.
shot. Everybody.
Woo woo
Ooh,
woo.
ooh.
Woo woo, woo 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 woo.
So, ladies, I want to say thank you. Very spirited conversation. Some good um opinions. Some good thoughts. And just so everybody knows, you can always catch us, the On the Four podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart Podcasts, on our YouTube channel, and you can always send us an email to the On the Four email, and that's the On the Four podcast, ONETHE, the number four. I'm sorry, one ON. That this this Dr Pepper got me.
Try this again, everyone.
Is it the Dr.
It's
Pepper?
the Dr Pepper got me. ON. I was rocking with it, y'all. ONTHE.
And your niece was too. She kept going.
Let me try this again. The On the Four email is ONTHE, the number four podcast at gmail.com. Once again, ONTHE, the number four podcast at gmail.com. And we thank you for listening, for watching, and for always rocking with us. Thank you.
Peace. Peace.
Bye.